In this video I'm going to show you how to take the cushion, the seat base cushion, off a Range Rover seat. Now this is a bit of an advance warning because I started off going down the complete wrong track to try and get the seat base off, but I'll show you the first bit of how I tried to work out the electrics on the seat, and then I'll cut to the driver's seat, which was I actually had it worked out by then, because otherwise it would drag on to do something that you don't really need to know. Alright, you'll get it. As you know, that the Range Rover project has gone back into storage over winter, but I've got the seats here and we're going to recover them, but there's a problem. I cut a piece of material out of the seat to give to the owners so they could get the right colour. And of course I mentioned earlier that they actually gave me she bought me a hide, complete hide. But it would have been nice if it was the same colour. I don't know if the colours are going to come out too good in this. What are we going to do now? Well, if anybody knows what the colour is, what the name of this colour is for these seats, I'd be very grateful to know. It's a 1994-95 Range Rover. It seems a very common colour, you know, for that year, but we have a problem. Let me move the camera a bit further forward. It would be quite easy to make a cover and then dye it the same colour as the back. It's not very far out, you know, well, it is a bit really, but the problem is the piping around the edges, around here, is a different colour. It's a different shade. I know there's lots of videos online where they repair seats by painting them or spraying them. I'm sure we can do that, but we don't want to spray the whole bloody lot. That's a problem. And of course these are all split, they're all finished, so like I say, we'll cut a piece out, try to match it up in its own colour. Now, so what's the difficulty about these seats? Well, they're old. They're 1994-95, so they're getting on a bit. The way they're constructed is kind of complicated because you see there's a line, a distinctive line down here, and that means that material has been pulled in. And some what Jim calls hog ring clips have been placed underneath to pull it down to make that contour, if you see what I mean. And it's the same with here. That's been pulled in at the back, and it's not too bad to do when the leather's new and supple. But when it's getting on a bit, it's going to be difficult. So I thought to myself, oh well, I'll just be able to slip the cover off this and make a new one. Well, not so. I think you can see there. To get to the access to those hog ring clips that's underneath, it means it's under this rubber padding or spring type thing underneath. And to get to that, we've got to take all this lot off. These are all the motors and the windings for the electric seats. I don't know how we're going to do it. I've never done one before, so that's why I'm saying I don't know what to do. To get the cover off is quite easy because there's just some little bent over tabs. We undo it from the back and pull it forwards, but I just don't know how we're going to get the rest of it off. So I'm going to experiment with this one to see how it comes apart, because of course it's not one of those things that they tell you in the book. They'll tell you how to take the seat off and change the motors, but they won't tell you how to actually get the covers off. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because the seat's not only, it tilts the back and it tilts back and up, and it raises like it raises like this to get the height. So about time we get some spanners out then. So we have a faller on the first fence. I thought I'd plug a battery into the system and operate the seat controls on here. Now if anybody's had a Range Rover Classic, you'll know these seat controls here were absolutely pathetic. There's so many bits and pieces in them to control the seat movement, and they all get dirty and corroded and what have you over the years, and they stop working. You can strip them down and redo them again, but it just doesn't want to play ball at all. So that leaves me with a bit of a problem, is how am I going to actually move this seat? There's nuts and bolts and bits and pieces all over the damn place. I'm thinking if I could have got that to swing down, I could get in here and undo these clips and get this cover off. Man, oh man, there's bloody clips and bits everywhere. I wonder if I could power an individual motor up and see if I can get something running, because there's like 4 motors on here. The problem is that they all converge here. Oh, wait a minute, there's a plug here. Aha. Aha. I shall get my power probe out. Ooh. Right, so what I've done is, I've got a jumper lead here, and I've marmalised one of these awful crimp connectors so I can crimp it small enough to fit on the pins inside here. So I'm going to put one on this side. Now I want you to notice it's got a series of green and yellow connectors, wires should I say. So one's for forward and one's for back. Pretty much straightforward, isn't it? So we get the power probe, bend over, this won't hurt. And just put some power down it. Oh no, wait a minute. Connect it on the way and then we'll put some power down it. Right. There we go, look. You see that? Now if we want to go back, see? Brilliantly, so that means the switch is knackered. Quite got a lot of travel on that. So let's play around with the next one. See what this one does. Oh, that's not good. That's showing a short. Oh, that's the tilt for the seat. You see it moving? That's what we want. We want that back. Excellent. Now the problem is we want to get that seat to come up. Oh, so wait a minute, that was the one way. There we go. Now it seems to be that one of them is not working. Oh, there we go. Hey! Now we've dropped that down. Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? Now we've dropped that down, it gives us good access to get to the bolts here, which hold all this gubbins on. I think I would have thought there would have been a bracket under here somewhere. Let me get a flashlight and find out. Looking under the seat, you can see those metal tabs there. Oh, they go all the way along the front, all the way around there, and they hold the cover on. So all I've got to do now is pry those off. Now because I've taken the tension off the back of here, things should be a lot easier. We can see instantly these are the heated wires. These are the wires that go to the seat heater here. Easy, eh? On the driver's side it looks even more confusing, because here we've got the this has got electronic memory seats, and although we've got the same connector here, must be an ECU in there to remember the memory. And look at all this myriad of wires we've got in here. Unbelievable. So we need to take this off, and again what we're going to do is the same method, is tip the seat back and then simply find out the bits that we need to access, because I don't think we needed to take off these runners or anything like that. Makes sense really when you look at it. Like I say, I've never seen one before. And maybe we don't have to take those hog rings off, but we need to get this off somehow. How does that come off? Well, let's play around with the switch again. Where's me? There you go. The power probe's really a good little tool for electrical fault finding and things like this. The only downside with it was, I wish these had a plug that just went in here instead of dragging all this cable everywhere. That's why I don't use it so much, because it's got so much bloody cable everywhere. Anyway, let's let it rambling. Oh, I know you do. Right, so we want the position of the seat. How easy was that? Now we can gain access to under here. We've got a trim clip to take off there. We've got the seat bracket, the seat belt to support to take off. Now we want it, which is that? Ah, it's tipping it the wrong way, so we want this one on here. So that will tip the seat fully back. There she goes. That's that one. And now we want to tip the rear down. Oh, look at this right first time, look at that. And that's it. What does it? Oh, this one here must do the backwards and forwards. Yeah, well, that's all right. Right, let me turn the seat round. By taking the screws off here, and here inside, we can now take these covers off. Let's have a look. Oh, I bet there's another one. Wait a minute. Flip him over. Oh yeah, there's two underneath. I didn't see those. We can take those covers off and get them out of the way. That one. And this one. So that's out. That's out of there. Now we need to follow these wires here. This goes to a clip down under here that you can't see, but believe me, it's here. We can feed that through under there and keep that out of the way. That was easy, wasn't it? So how quick can we get this seat off? Well, they must have done it very quickly in the factory. Let's see if we can match them and not take anything else off. Right, that's that off. Get that out of the way. That's that out of the way. There's the heated seat wire. Now, by using a similar sort of technique, by pushing and compressing the foam. Oh, I never took that one off. Oh, wait a minute, there we are, that's off. Oh, I've got the seatbelt back it all in. Oh, that's that off. Oh. Now we've got another extra bracket on this one. I don't know why. I'll just bend it back out in here. Again, these front ones are a little bit tight, so I suspect what they've done is bent them over. Let's see what this will come off like. Not easy on your fingers, these. Yeah, they've tapped them over. Because once you release them, they're not too bad to get off. Oh, it seems to be these front ones. We'll cheat with it, we'll push them tangs that way. Yeah, we're in. Ah, so we didn't have to take all that stuff off I took off earlier. No, that's alright, isn't it? Now we have to find the seat heater wire. Tucked away somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. That one goes to the back. Push that down. There you go. All that messing about in the first one for nothing. Right. There we go. One seat heater. One seat and foam. So Jim can work his magic on that now, and that's down to him. Well, the passenger side heater usually never breaks, so what we might do is swap them over. So the passenger, this is the passenger one, so it was the driver's side. Oh no, we can't. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, because the foams are the same. You just have to cut the holes out in a different side. We'll have to remember that. But first of all, we'll test with the continuity tester to see if this is working. What fun. Let's try it. Let's do it now. I'm sweating like a pig. It's red hot in here as well. It's winter, it's red hot. Right, here we go. So I've got the continuity tester. See if we can get a... Yeah, it's dead as a doorknob. These bloody connectors here, they're just too short. Yeah, that one's dead. Oh well, never mind, it might have worked. It might have worked. But now we know to get to like a seat heater kit and put it in and install it. I don't think that's going to be too bad. Yeah, we can make that work. I do believe I was told a lot of things, like on the Discovery 2, which is very similar to these seats, that the seat heater wire was moulded into the to the foam. I thought that would be really tricky to do, a bit pointless really. But no, I think it's going to go all right. So the next thing is get Jim to come down and have a look and see what we're going to do with that odd coloured leather. Because really, for Jim to do this, it's really straightforward. There's nothing much to it really. I mean, if it wasn't all cracked and like if these seats here weren't all cracked, we could actually stitch this back up again and make it nice. But they are a bit manky, aren't they? And the other one's all split. Yeah, let's make them nice. A lot of work though. So we'll follow this up, perhaps after Christmas. We'll see you later. Ta-da!